Hi. We just came from there. Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing. Of course. We sit down and we say, what do we truly want out of life? What are some of the things that flash into our mind? We wanted to make sure that we were doing those things now. Baby. Hi, Wesley.
What'd you think of the movie? Did you like the movie?
Rocky, what did you think? Best movie ever? Did you like the movie? Mookie, what did you think? Best. The best? Oh, she's so cute. She literally stopped to smell the roses. Hey guys, so we're here at the Avalon. We just finished watching Black Panther. Obviously it was amazing. Oscar film of the year. Doesn't even matter what else comes out this year. Like honestly, there is no category that this movie didn't excel. And we saw it in 3D, so that was just cool. But yeah. Oh no.
What was it giving?
Hi. We just came from there. Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing. Of course. No way, bro. Yeah. Amazing movie, and we thoroughly enjoyed it. Now we're just gonna walk around a little bit and then head home because we're all so hungry. All right. Yeah, we're going to a Tesla store so Mookie can look at his dream cars. All right. See you guys later.
What's up, guys? So we just came back from watching Black Panther, and everybody's hungry, so Crystal whooped up some food for us to eat. Yeah, so you know, super quick, super cheap meal, but you know, still gonna taste real good. You know, some beans, some corn, salsa, potatoes, some spinach. I made the rice, and she made everything else.
Okay, so we want to talk about why we sold our house, what that process was like, you know.
And we had a 5-year plan for the house.
Yeah.
Basically, be done with it or paid off, whatever the case may be, in 5 years. We bought it in 2012. 2017, goal accomplished. We sold it. We contacted an investor, and in 8 days, the house was sold.
We're at the closing table signing paperwork 8 days later.
Made a nice little profit. All was well. We accomplished our goal. I think if, you know, if we as a people do that with everything, life runs a little more smoother. You have like a 5-year plan. You know, you hear people talk about it all the time. You know, what's your plan? What's your life goal? That kind of thing. But, you know, you break it down. You know, what you're gonna do in 10 years, what you're gonna do in 5 years, what you're gonna do in a year, what you're gonna do in, you know, 6 months, that kind of thing. You do that, you have a little more structure in your life, and things seem to be a little, you know, run a little smoother.
First thing we did was we booked a 2-week vacation in Destin at the beach because I grew up in the Caribbean. My husband's family is from Guyana. You know, always bonded off of growing up by the beach and having summers for you by the beach in Guyana and stuff, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
And so taking our kids back to the beach is something we always wanted to do, and it was a blast. I know you guys have seen a little bit of footage from that, but we had the best time, and that's what we really want. That's what we truly want. When we sit down and we say, what do we truly want out of life? What are some of the things that flash into our mind? We wanted to make sure that we were doing those things now, as opposed to having it be this thing that in the future we wanted to do. We wanted to start doing them right away. And yeah, we were in Destin in January, and we definitely plan to go back there because we love it there. And for you guys, we want to always stress, do what you love. And you know, if you find that you're like, on Instagram or on whatever, looking at certain people, and you're like, oh, how are they getting to do that? Like, I know there are some people who I see and they're traveling the world and stuff, and I'm like, you know what, that's gonna be us one day.
Envision yourself doing it.
Yeah,
envision yourself, because if you do that, you're gonna be there. You know, it doesn't matter how you're gonna get there, but if
don't focus on the how.
Don't focus on the how. If you really want to get there, imagine yourself there already, and some way, somehow, you're gonna make it there.
We wanted a house so bad when we first moved down to Georgia. Our story is so interesting, and we're going to tell our story throughout the vlogs and stuff. But when we first moved down here, we wanted a house so bad ever since we met. But then we got a house and it was amazing, but we realized that because we have that 5-year plan intact, we knew that this was just going to be a temporary thing, because we always wanted to travel, we always wanted to, you know, see more of America and, you know, explore with the kids. We homeschool our kids, so for us it's like our playground, you know, like the whole of the United States, the whole world is our playground. So for us it was really important that we not buy into any ideal about what a family should do or look like or on a day-to-day basis.
That's what traps people.
Yeah,
a lot of times that's what traps people. Is like, you are doing something only because you think that's the normal thing to do, or like, oh well, you know, John down the street is doing it, so I probably should be doing that too. But like, if you don't feel comfortable doing that, then you probably shouldn't be doing it, you know what I mean? So, you know, for us, it was, we always went into it knowing that it's not like we're gonna be in this house forever. You know, this is a goal that we had. We accomplished the goal by even buying the house in the first place.
We made a smart investment.
Yeah, it was a very smart investment, and you know, in the end, we had actually made out very well. So, you know, that's ultimately what you want to do. You want to do something that you know feels right for you, and it doesn't always have to be what Gen Pop is doing. You know what I mean?
Not to mention, when we bought that house, so many other people had seen it, and we're like, nah, just because it wasn't upgraded, it wasn't like
the highbrow built 2 years ago house.
It was a 30-year-old house, and we loved it and cherished it, and we made that house our home. And I think that that's really important to think about is, you know, it might not look on the surface like what everybody else necessarily would want, but because we made a smart investment, we now are able to fund the next thing that we want to do in our lives. And if you really look at a home as an investment, it has to be something that in 5 years you should be able to really recoup and make, you know.
Yeah, I'd say we got our 5 years worth
we
out
definitely
of it.
did. And so
definitely did that.
That's the you know, piece of advice that we have for you guys, especially if you're young and you're buying a house for the first time. Like, we bought what we could afford, and we were strategic about how we approached it. And yeah, the most important thing was
calling my name.
I know. The most important thing, do what's right for you, and just always think, okay, in 5 years, if I wanted to sell this, would I be able to? And actually make a profit, because then otherwise it's not really an investment, is it? It's more of a liability, you know. So
because then a lot of people, they buy a house and they're like, oh well, stuck here for the next 30 years.
And if they were to try to sell it, it would not recoup. They wouldn't be able to recoup their investment. So we were strategic and stuff like that, and that's our bit of advice for you guys. Rent out a space to live. You have to have the latest phone. You have to have the nicest car. You have to have, you know, the latest hairstyle, all this stuff. The cotton in his ears helped to block out the lies or the hypnotism, the sound that helps to pull him down into the sunken place. And for some of you, that record that plays over and over and over again, you are well aware that it is there, but you're not doing anything to actively block it. And that's fine if that's how you want it to be.